Hello everybody, welcome to this guide and tutorial for the golden shot. Difficulty level is hard and I will give you 7 shots in how to perform well in this version. And before we start, I must say this is the golden shot that I've been spending the most time and the most shot at. I did clock myself at 109 shots after I was done with what I needed to do, because the hole that we're going to play is a hole that it's hard to bring some sort of consistency, which is always my goal when it comes to the golden shot. But I do believe that I've found a tricky but makeable line that we're going to take a look at. Make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. Also, go to golfclashtommy.com for more Golf Clash related content for free. Last but not least, get the ultimate tour or tournament guides on patreon.com/golfclashtommy and improve your game today. We're going to have our next training seminar now on Thursday, which is going to be the 25th of February. Make sure that you do get your ticket. I've linked the link to you so you can go and check out yourself. We're going to talk about tournament and we're going to teach you how to become a better tournament player. But enough about that, and let's take a look at the hole that we're going to play. Greenoch Point, hole number 2. I was truly hoping that we would not get hole number 2 because, it is a very inconsistent hole with the winter skin. If it would be the sunny version without the snow and stuff like that, it would be much easier. So first, let's take a look at what type of chest we can win here. And we do have, we start at the top, we do have the obsidian chest for the hole-in-one. We do have the amber chest for the yellow ring. Crimson chest for the red ring. We do then have aqua chest for the light blue ring and cobalt chest for the dark blue ring. We're gonna play with a driver, golden driver, every single time. I'm gonna play max minus 5%, which is 1.61 per ring. But the easiest way is to follow the VPR table on the right side or use the text guide, of course, which we're going to take a look at in the end. So, if you do have any more questions, press the question mark on the top right. You can find the frequently asked questions about the golden shot. If you have even more questions after that, or you experience an issue in the game, doesn't have to be about the golden shot, can be about everything, then you press the contact us button and send in a ticket to the Golf Clash support. So, let's take a look at the landing position here now, and I guess the majority of you are thinking, now we're going to play on the left side, which is the normal way to do, but we shall not. So let's start and take a look at picture number 1. It's going to be 2-1. This is the first landing position where we do have half of the white ring falling down into the sand on the left, top of the yellow ring by the edge of the rough line. This is the landing position in every wind that comes right to left. So if you do have a wind coming any form of right to left, then this is the position that you are going to have to follow. So please note that down. Then we do have one more, and that is this one. This is a landing position where you see there is a slight gap between the white ring to the left and the sand, and top of the yellow ring still by the edge of the rough. But the trick with this landing position is to go with your yellow ring up to the rough and then move yourself left or right depending on where you are, so you go and be just left of the tree that clips away the rough. You're gonna clips away the ball guideline. You're gonna see that when we play the shot with that type of wind, and this is for left to right wind and also for straight tailwind and straight headwind. So it's very important that you do look and make sure to determine what type of wind angle you're going to have. It's not that hard, so you should be able to do so, but I want to be very, very, very clear with that. The reason I'm not playing on the left-hand side is because there is a bunch of different glitch rolls that can come into place. You need to go with a lot of curl. You're going to have to set yourself up in a position where you can't use min club or max club. You're gonna go in between clubs in tailwind. There's all things that puts ourselves in the okay, that's not the side to play. So that's why we're gonna play the rough bump here for more consistency and being able to maximize the opportunity to get a good chest on this hole. We're gonna add one little thing as well, and that is when we do play in right to left wind, we're going to add curl to the right. And that is that the ball, the right side of the ball, is just inside the wall to the right. No curl is going to be added in straight tailwind or headwind or wind coming left to right. Only when it comes right to left, then we're going to add curl. And you will see that as well when we take a look at the video, which is time to do now. And make sure to have in mind that I'm going to talk us through the videos and then we will summarize in the end. So, we do have a wind coming left to right. Look now what I do with my target. I put the yellow ring at the top, then I move left to be where the ball guideline shows. So just left of the tree that clips away the ball guideline. Okay? One top spin, 0.8 bars of side spin to the right. 7.9 gives us, in this case, 4.9 rings. So we do just 4.9. You can see there that the tree does cut away the ball guideline. But that was the reason why I spent an enormous amount of shots. So I could have both, left to right straight crosswind, right to left straight crosswind as well. To make sure that with the adjustment and we do hit perfect, that we will not clip the tree and drop into the water. And that I can say surely that you will not clip the tree if you adjust properly and that you do hit perfect. If you clip the tree anyway with a perfect, then you have done something wrong. Second shot, let's go with that one. We do have a wind coming right to left now. Now look at the landing position. Now I do different. Half of the white ring inside the sand, top of the yellow ring by the edge of the rough line. Then we apply 2 bars of side spin to the right and 1.5 bar of top spin. Turn the screen around, 6 miles per hour gives us a 3.7 ring. But look again, once again, the ball guideline will be clipped away by the tree. But we should still ignore that completely. And then we're going to add the curl. And again, we are looking to hit perfect. Here I can say with certainty that if you hit a bad great right here, with wind coming that way, you will clip the tree. So obviously we are gambling a little bit with that we need to hit perfect to get a good result here. I would like to get our ball to the green and get ourselves a chest. But once again, it's still going to be miles better in my opinion than playing on the left hand side. The third shot, now we do have more or less a direct crosswind coming left to right. Look at what I do again. I go and move my target to be just left of where it clips away by the tree. Half a bar of side spin to the right. And in this case, I'm adding a little bit of top spin, which in the end, I shouldn't have done that. But, you know, I didn't know that when I played this shot, but I should have done that. 3.6 rings it is for 5.9 miles per hour. Time to, in that case, to hit perfect, or at least try to. Perfect ball, nice. And it bounces nicely into the rough and it rolls towards the pin. And we are getting so close. Would have been a red ring though at least. But we're getting extremely close now to the hole-in-one. Good speed though. We obviously want to go a little bit further than pin instead of standing short in line. So, Aqua Chest is what we're getting here. I think it was called. Might be wrong. But yeah, I think it was called like that. But that is what we did get. So, next one. Similar type of wind. A little bit more tailwind with this one here now. So again, we're looking for the same position as already explained. Half a bar of side spin to the right. No top spin, no back spin. We learn. 6.8 miles per hour gives us 4.2 rings. Adjust. And then it's time to take our shot. As always, very important to center the ball into the adjustment range so we do not get any accidental curl, overpower or underpower. Bouncing nicely into the rough and then we roll and we just barely miss on the right hand side. But I do believe if you rewind a little bit, you will notice that I did not adjust 4.2. Not according to my eyes. It felt like that I did adjust like a 4.1 or something like that. And that could make all the difference in the world. But we take the yellow ring and we move on. So next one we do have a straight cross with a little bit of tailwind. And the question is, have we learned from the tweaks that we have been doing? Once again, we are finding the position that is clipped away by the tree just on the left of that. Then we shall apply spin. No topspin, no backspin. And we're using, in this case, half a bar of side spin to the right. 5.6 miles per hour gives us 3.4 rings. Now, we do make a proper pull, in my opinion, and then it's time to hit perfect, which we do. And we'll see the ball clip the rough, lovely. And we love when the camera turns around like this, then we know it's going to be close. And we're getting this one right at pin for a beautiful hole-in-one here with this type of win. So we have learned now. Now we did that well. And, you know, I came close with basically every type of wind here. But, you know, this is, in my opinion, the wind that I would consider to be the best wind to get. Now, we go other direction now. Southwest wind is what we're getting here now. And, again, half of the white ring inside the sand, top of the yellow ring by the edge of the fringe. 1.5 bar top spin and 2 bars of side spin to the right. 6.9 gives us, in this case, 4.3 rings. Sorry, 4.2 rings, not 4.3. 4.2 rings. Now, look at the curl. Inside the wall to the right. Now we obviously shall try to hit this ball perfect. Which we do, and it bounces lovely into the rough. And I was a little confused about the situation there. The camera angle didn't turn and stuff, but this came lovely, right the pin for a beautiful hole-in-one. And I would say when we do have to add curl, obviously that increases the difficultness to get a hole-in-one and get consistency. But this has been working really well with that minor curl as already shown. So last one, now we do have more or less a straight crosswind, a little bit of headwind coming right to left. We're gonna try to replicate again, half of the white ring inside the bunker and top of the yellow ring by the edge of the rough. Now I'm using a little bit less topspin, so a 1.2 bars of topspin instead of the 1.5, because I do value this one to not be a southwest, not to be a west, but somewhere in between that. And obviously, that is something you're going to have to make an educated guess of as well. Curl, as already shown. And then we do have a perfect ball. And it bounces nicely in there, and we roll, and we roll, and we get this ball lovely. Right at pin once again for a beautiful hole-in-one. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a tough one. This is a tough par 3 to play on, but trust me on that, the adjustments in the guide are really good. But would I say that this is a money shot compared to what we have had before? No, it's not, and that is due to this freaking Greenoch point with all the bumpy and crazy parts there is. You may be wondering, why do I move my landing position in right to left wind? The reason I've done that is because if I didn't move the position more left than what we did have the other position where we do have wind coming left to right, then we will clip the tree, even with a perfect, with a direct crosswind coming right to left. So therefore we have 2 landing positions for that. So there we do have it, ladies and gentlemen, and let's take... So, ladies and gentlemen, due to miscommunication when it comes to the guide, I do not have a guide to present here on the screen for you, but I promise you, once it's done, we will add it in the description down below, but also to the website golf-tommy.com/golden-shot for totally free. You can also find it in the different Facebook groups, you can find it on the Twitter, Reddit, you know, basically everywhere. But have in mind that once it's out, it will be linked in the description down below. So before you ask when the text guide is out, check the description down below, because if it is out, it's linked there. If it's not out, then it's not linked there. Then you know that. But we're gonna summarize anyway, and we summarize with the landing position first. We do have the wind coming left to right. Then we start with top of the yellow ring to be by the edge of the rough. And we move so the ball guideline is just on the left of where the tree clips the ball guideline and it becomes red. If you missed that in the video, make sure you rewind and check when I play with that type of wind. I added a couple of them to make sure that we could demonstrate that so it's easier to follow. The wind coming right to left. We need to move a little bit more left, otherwise the tree will clip the ball and fall into the water. So half of the white ring inside the sand, top of the yellow ring by the edge of the rough. And that is for wind coming right to left only. Okay, so right to left only. And that's going to also be added the curl. Right side of the ball inside the wall to the right in curl. And this is once again only for right to left wind. we are going to take a look at the spin here, my friends, and the spin is going to be a box that I've just created to demonstrate the spin that we're gonna use. Have in mind that the color coding is not something that you should be focusing on, has no meaning whatsoever. But we start with tailwind, no backspin, no topspin, combined with half a bar of side spin to the right. Wind coming northwest, 0.2 backspin, 2 bars of side spin to the right. Straight tailwind, 0.8 backspin, 1.2 side spin to the right. Wind coming left to right, 0.4 topspin and half a bar of right side spin. Wind coming right to left, we do have a 0.8 topspin, 2 bars of side spin to the right. Southeast, 1.3 topspin, 1 right spin. Then we have southwest, 1.5 bar topspin, 2 bars of side spin to the right. And last but not least, direct headwind, 2.2 topspin and 1.8 side spin to the right. So there you do have it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you do comment in the comment section below how it went for you when you took your shot. This is a difficult one. Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't drop the hole-in-one. But as already demonstrated, the hole-in-one is definitely makeable with this adjustment. Thank you so much for watching, and a massive good luck in the golden shot.